everyone and welcome back to Marvellous Maths. I hope you're all well and that you're all keeping safe, and I hope you're having fun with your learning at home this week and that you're ready to do a little bit of maths with me today. In our last lesson together we were learning all about division by sharing, and in today's lesson we're going to be learning about a different division method called grouping. So let's get started with our 5 a day. Okay, get ready for your 5 a day questions. Remember, you can pause the video at any point to give yourself some more time, or if you want a bit of a challenge, you can keep the video playing and see if you can beat me. Okay, ready for question 1. 8 plus 9. Ready for the answer? 8 plus 9 is 17. Well done. So you put 8 in your head, 9 on your fingers, and count forwards from 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well done. Question 2. 11 plus 6 plus 7. Ready? Okay, here's your answer. 24. So we start with 11 in our head and we put 6 on our fingers and count forwards from 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So now we're on 17. We've got 17 in our heads and we've got 7 more to add. So we're counting forwards from 17, 7. Okay, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well done. 66 take away 9. Get ready for the answer. 66 take away 9 equals 57. Well done. So 66 in your head, 9 on your fingers, and we count backwards from 66. 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57. Well done. 48 plus 60. Okay, get ready for the answer. I'll put it on the screen now. Your answer is 108. Well done. So we start with 48 in our heads and we're putting 6 on our fingers, but we are counting in 6 tens, not 6 ones, because there are 6 tens in 60. Okay, so counting 6 tens from 48. 48, 58, 68, 78, 88, 98, 108. Well done. A quarter of 32. Ready? Okay. A quarter of 32 equals 8. So here is one method of working that out. You could write it down with your circles divided into 4 parts, because we're dividing by 4, and you could share 32 dots between those 4 parts and then count up the dots just in one section, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could do it that way, or you could count in your 4 times tables and stop when you get to 32. So let's do that together now. So from 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. And you should have 8 fingers in the air, and that's your answer. Well done. So let's have a quick recap of our division by sharing method. So here it says share the counters equally into 4 groups. Okay, so we need to form our number sentence first of all, and if you remember from last lesson, our first number in our number sentence is the total number that we are of counters that we are sharing. So count up those counters. How many are there in total? Have you counted? There are 24 counters, so well done. Then our second number is the amount of groups that we are sharing into. Okay, in this case, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. We are sharing equally into 4 groups. So we're dividing by 4. So our number sentence here is 24 divided by 4. Okay, so our next step, if you remember from last time, is to share the counters between the 4 groups. So now our final step is to count up the amount of counters in one group. So how many counters are there in one group? Well done, there are 6. So our answer is 6. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Okay, now it's time to have a look at division by grouping. So here is our first question. It says, group the balls in 3s to find out how many nets are needed. Each football net holds 3 balls. Okay, so first of all, let's create our number sentence. Okay, so our first number in our number sentence is the same with sharing. It's the total number of objects. In this case, there are footballs. So how many footballs are there in total? Count them up. Have you counted? There are 9 footballs in total. Well done. Our second number in our number sentence is the amount of balls we are going to put into each group. And in this case, we are going to group the balls into 3s, okay, because each football net holds 3 balls. Okay, so because we're grouping them into 3s, our second number is 3. So we're doing 9 in total, divided by or grouped into 3s. Okay, 9 divided by 3. Okay, I'll show you how we do this. So I'm going to make one group of 3 footballs, another group of 3 footballs, and another group of 3 footballs. So you can see I've put the 9 footballs into groups of 3. Each group's got 3 footballs. Okay, to get our answer, all we need to do is count the amount of groups that we've got. So how many groups of footballs are there? Ready? There are 3 groups of footballs. 1 group of 3, 2 groups, 3 groups. So our answer is 3. Well done. Let's have a go at another one. So, how many baskets can be filled using the apples from the tree? Each basket can hold 4 apples. Okay, so create the number sentence first. Our first number, if you remember, is the total number of objects. So count up the apples. How many are there in total? Ready? There are 16 apples in total. Okay, our second number is the amount of apples going in each group, okay, or in each basket. And the information here tells us each basket can hold 4 apples. So we're grouping them in groups of 4. So our second number is 4. 16 apples grouped into 4s. Okay, 16 divided by 4, or 16 grouped into 4s. Okay, so let's have another go at putting them in their groups. So let's create one group of 4, There's another group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another group of 4. So there we go. I've grouped all the apples into groups of 4. So now to get the answer, you simply need to count up the amount of groups there are. So how many groups of apples do we have? Well done. We have got 4. So our answer is 4. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of apples. 16 divided by 4 equals 4. Well done. Next one. Bananas are sold in packs of 5. How many packs can be filled using these bananas? Okay, so to get the first number, we need to count up the amount of objects in total. So count up the number of bananas. How many are there? Have you counted them? There are 20 bananas in total. That's our first number. Our second number is the amount of bananas that are going into one group. And the information here tells us bananas are sold in packs of 5. So they're going to go in groups or packs of 5. Okay, so they're going to be grouped into 5. So our question is 20 divided by 5, or 20 grouped into 5s. Okay, so now it's time for us to group the bananas together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one. And there's another one. So we've grouped them all together in groups of 5. Now to get our answer, we need to count up the number of groups. So how many groups of bananas are there? Well done, there are 4. So our answer is 4. We've got 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. So 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Well done. Okay, now let's have a go at doing a grouping division question without using any objects. Okay, so here we've got the question 12 divided by 3. So thinking about our number sentence, 12 is the total number that we are grouping, the total number that we're dividing. And we're dividing by 3, or we are grouping into 3s. So I'm going to create 12, or put 12 into groups of 3, like this. 1, 2, 3. There's one group. 4, 5, 6. There's another group. 7, 8, 9. There's another group. 10, 11, 12. There's another group. So I've counted up to 12, putting 12 into groups of 3. Okay, so each of my groups has got 3 dots in it. Okay, so it's very similar to the way that we grouped our objects before. So to get our answer, we now need to count up the amount of groups there are. So how many groups of 3 can you see? Well done, we have got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer is 4. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Okay, let's have a go at another one. 21 divided by 7. So 21 is the total number that we are dividing by, that we are grouping. And 7 is the number we're dividing by, or grouping into. So we are going to create groups of 7. We're going to put 21 into groups of 7. Okay, ready to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one group. We're on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I'm going to stop because I've reached 21. Okay, so let's just double check that each of our groups has got 7 dots in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's another group of 7. Okay, so how many groups of 7 are there? What's our answer? Well done. There are 3 groups of 7. 1, 2, 3. So our answer is 3. 21 divided by 7 equals 3. Let's have a go at one more together before I give you some to do yourself. So here we've got 18 divided by 6. So 18 is the total number that we're dividing, and 6 is the number we are dividing by. Okay, so we're going to be grouping 18 into 6s. Okay, groups of 6. So get ready to create some groups of 6 until we get to 18. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And we can stop there because we've reached 18. So, how many groups of 6 do we have? Well done, there are 3. 1, 2, 3 groups of 6. So our answer is 3. Well done. So here are some questions that I'd like you to have a go at yourselves. So you're going to need to get some paper and a pencil or a pen. And I'd like you to use the method that I've just demonstrated, drawing your groups, okay? And have a go at answering these questions for me. So for example, the first question, 16 divided by 2, you are going to be drawing groups of 2 until you reach 16. So 16 grouped into 2s, okay? So pause the screen here and have a go at doing these questions. Okay, get ready for me to show you the answers. So I'm going to put the answers on the screen now. So have a look at your answers and compare them to these, and I'd like you to mark your own work. Okay, so we had 16 divided by 2 equals 8, 24 divided by 6 equals 4, and so on. Well done everyone for working so hard up until this point. So now's your time to take a break if you need it, and then afterwards we're going to do a few division word problems. Okay, so if you don't need a break, then that's fine, you can carry on playing the video. If you do, just have a little brain break and come back to it. Okay, here is your first word problem. So I've put rucksack in the top corner here to remind us of the steps that we always need to take when we're tackling word problems. So our first step is to read the question. If a farmer has 30 eggs and wants to put them into boxes of 6, how many boxes will he need? Okay, so our second step is to underline that important information. So before I show you what I'm going to underline, I want you to read the question again and pick out the important things that you will underline. So what would you underline in this question? What are the important bits? You ready for me to show you what I'm going to underline? Okay, so the farmer has got 30 eggs. So I'm going to underline that. That's the amount that we've got in total. And he wants to put them into boxes of 6. So that means groups of 6. Very important. How many boxes will he need? Okay, so farmer's got 30 eggs. He needs to put them into boxes of 6. How many boxes will he need? Okay, so with this information, I want you to create the number sentence for us to calculate this word problem. Have you got your number sentence? Okay, let me show you mine. So our number sentence is 30 divided by 6, okay, or 30 grouped into 6s, 30 eggs into groups or boxes of 6. Okay, so now I'd like you to use our grouping method. Okay, you can use pencil and paper for this, and I want you to work out the answer to 30 divided by 6. You ready to go through it? Okay, so let's put 30 into groups of 6. So how many groups are there? Well done, there are 5 groups. So our answer is 30 divided by 6 equals 5. So well done if you got that one correct. Okay, here's your second word problem. So I want you to pause the screen here and first of all read the question carefully. Ready? Okay, your next step is to pick out the important information. So have another look. What will you underline in this question? Get ready for me to show you what I'm going to underline. So we've got 26 pencils in total. There is space for 4 pencils per pot. Okay, so 4 pencils in each pot, 4 groups. How many pots will the pencils fill? So 26 pencils, 4 pencils per pot. How many pots will the pencils fill? Okay, so what is our number sentence going to be for this question? That's your next job. What's the number sentence? Ready? Our number sentence is going to be 26 divided by 4. 26 pencils into groups or pots containing 4. Okay, so using our grouping method, I want you to work out the answer to 26 divided by 4. Are you ready to go through the answer? Okay, so we have got an answer of 6. 26 into groups of 4 equals 6. So here was my method. So we had one group of 4, another group of 4, another group of 4, and so on. So I worked my way until I reached 26, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups in total. So my answer was 6. Well done.
Well done everyone, you've worked really hard and you've done really well today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of my Year 2s tomorrow for our video call, and the rest of you, I will see you next week for some more Marvellous maths. So in the meantime, keep working hard, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye everyone.